Hi, my friends. Welcome to the frozen wasteland that is currently being known as my studio. Okay, so today is a get real video, as you can tell by my appearance. I am in my studio. It is currently 41 degrees in here and I have 2 heaters running. I have work I have to do. I missed last night's Vintage After Dark because it was so cold in here. I have a show tomorrow with Tammy and Beth on Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretty's YouTube channel at 11:30 Central Time that I plan on making, even if I can't do it here in the studio where it is so cold, because it will be in the middle of the day. I can move it into another part of the house in my bedroom. That area won't be needed for that amount of time that I'm going to be on, so I can do it there. Sorry if my camera is shaky. I am trying to hold this little handheld tripod, but part of it is metal and it's very cold and I didn't put any gloves on. I just have my little finger things on. Let me switch my hands again. Try to hold it. It's so cold. Okay. So I have been asked both in person at a meetup and online through chats and messaging, that sort of thing, why my studio is so cold. And I'm going to try to show you and explain that to you, because that has been a big question many people have asked me because they've seen me complain about it and be cold. Now, this is the first year I've been in the studio, so this is my first winter in here. and my studio is a mess. I'm going to be just downright honest with you. So what you see of it, I hope you will forgive me for, and that will be for a different video at a different time. Alright, as you know, my husband built this as an add-on to our home. Between me and our actual home is another add-on that he built, a sunroom that is open air into the rest of the home. So although it is open air, it really doesn't stay cool enough in the summertime, so it has a window unit in it to aid when we're spending a bunch of time there. The rest of the time, you know, the air conditioning works in the regular home. But this part, this addition, is attached to that addition, making our house a big T, but it is not hooked up to the central AC that is in the main home. It has its own air conditioning. Let me show you over here. Sorry if this makes you sick. Behind my velvet paintings here, you can see this air conditioner, and it's the kind that you would find in a motel, you know. When we bought it, it was supposed to have heat and cool, but the heating element in it for some reason does not work. So that needs to be investigated and replaced. Meanwhile, I have this heater and I have another heater over there. That one is just radiant, this one is forced air. So this one is better, but you know, the other day it just kicked off and wouldn't do anything. And it's brand new, so it really was upsetting to me. So anyway, my husband needs to work on this air conditioning unit. Yes, he can do that because my husband can do literally anything, I promise. His problem is time. My husband is a truck driver, and he currently is driving an 18-wheeler. He usually hauls pipe for oil fields, and he usually strings, which is where they're extending pipelines, repairing them, whether he takes pipe out there. But anyway, he's usually gone for, he has been gone for months at a time. Recently it's been weeks at a time, and he's about to start a new job. But while he was off for this 10 days, he took us on a trip because he wanted us to go and spend some time together, which I much appreciate, and I would rather be cold and get to spend that time with him than be warm and not get to do it. So, and have him have, if he's here, he works 7 days a week on something. The man does not rest until evening time when he lays on the couch with his puppy dog and watches westerns. So, I know, TMI. But the point of that was that except for that time that he took off, he's been doing some maintenance work on his truck and his trailer which requires a lot of time because he does most of it himself, replacing bearings and brakes and that sort of thing. Although he did have the trailer part of it, he did have it done somewhere else. The brakes on it would have been a nightmare for him. He could have done them, but we had somebody do them, okay? So today he's doing bearings and seals or something on his truck. Let me tell you, an 18-wheeler, every time it comes home, you spend half your paycheck fixing it so it can go again. I kid you not, okay? So anyway, that's why time is so precious, and he's not here. It took 2 years, probably, to get this building built. So as I said, this is the first winter that we have been in this room to see what it was going to be like. Now, it is insulated in the roof and all the walls, but not the floor. There is no insulation under the building. The building is built, well, I'll just, you know what, I'll just take you outside and I will show you if I can, if it's not too wet, because with this cold, we've had some rain. So let me take you out there and I'll give you a little look at, if you haven't already seen it, which you probably, well, there's another video that shows it. There's videos showing this place being built, people, okay? But I'll give you a little peek at what I'm talking about so you'll know. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're outside standing on the porch of my building, and seriously, it is warmer out here in the sunshine than it is in there, and I'm going to leave the door open. Hopefully that will help to change the air temperature. Okay, so as you can see, the building is built on these foundational supports. You dug these really deep holes, put these huge poles, square wood, what is the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, he built them on that all the way around, so the air goes under it, and that's what makes it cold. And there you can see the other addition on the house. It's built on a concrete foundation, but this one we decided to, I don't know why. It was probably a cost thing, because concrete is so expensive. I think concrete on that 16 by 16 room cost us about $2,500, $3,000, maybe even $4,000, I can't remember, but it was several years ago. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and so things are way more expensive than that now. Okay, so we have discussed that if we're still here next winter, and that's another story, that we need to get at least a skirting around it that will keep some of the air from blowing out from underneath it. There, you can see, is my trailer that is also full of stuff. So, okay, back inside. Oh, my mess. This is where I set it up, and you can see I've got totes of stuff right there that I need to go through. Some of it I've showed you, but I've got to figure out, oops, where I'm going to put them. I'll leave this door open. So, let's fix this here. Okay, so that is why it is so cold in my room, and these little heaters just have trouble keeping up. Oh, look, it was 41 degrees earlier. Now it's 43. I'm so happy. And you know, if I'm right in front of this new heater that my husband bought me, then, you know, it's not bad. It's good. Okay, I can, right, but to come in and work and have to go from side to side to side, you know, trying to set things up for sale, it's hard. And my fingertips, oh my God, if you could only feel how cold my fingers are. My fingers are freezing, and there's where I've been trying to get my, I collect in polyglass, which I bought a couple pieces I have to show you. So anyway, that's why my room is so cold, and I can't wait for it to warm up just a little bit. I thought the air conditioner was a noise in itself and a problem, but the cold really is. So I'll end this here. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below. You could ask me in the next chat. That's why it's cold. Okay? So Texas warm, and I know you guys up north are a lot colder than us and you are in the snow, I totally understand that. I get that. I take nothing away from you and admire you for being able to stand it. And I have honestly said that I would like to live somewhere that I got a little bit of snow every winter. In my defense, if I live someplace like that, I would expect my home to be prepared for that and my clothing to be prepared for that as well. We just aren't like that in Texas. Okay? We get cold for this very short period. We whine about it, and then we are burning up hot for the rest of the year practically. Okay? It's shorts and flip-flops around here 10 months a year basically. And we complain about that too. And because it's humid, you would too. So nobody's place is perfect. You know, everybody's cold, everybody's hot, and I understand that. I was merely trying to answer the question of why I was so cold in my new studio. So I hope I did that. Thanks, you guys. Stay warm, stay cool wherever you are. Love to you all.